Dropping in at number 8, you have your standard. I started talking too fast. I forgot. What's up, y'all? My name is Marquise. I'm really excited. This is my first YouTube video. This channel is called The Countdown. On The Countdown, I'll be counting down a lot of different things. I took a poll on Instagram for what should I do for my first video. It was between sneakers and tools. So everybody chose tools for the most part. So this video will be based on 10 things that everybody needs in their tool bag. So do me a favor, go ahead, cut on those notifications. Make sure you like the post and that you subscribe to my channel. Just as a quick disclaimer, I am not a professional. I'm not a carpenter. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not an electrician. But over the years, I was fortunate to see a lot of people do a lot of work. And I kind of learned on my own. From things of building haunted houses to typical around the house work to repairs on cars. Starting in at number 10, your typical pair of work gloves. So these come in a lot of different shapes and sizes and colors. Ultimately, you can go to any hardware store and get you a good pair for $5 to $10. They do have the more industrial use ones that range in the $20 range, and you can use them a lot longer and everything like that. These are pretty cool, simple, easy to get the job done if you're using tools so your hand won't slip. At number 9, you have your standard screwdrivers. Now, mine are not so standard, but any kind works. The one recommendation I do have is get one with an adjustable tip on it. It's just really useful when you're changing out the heads. You'll see a little bit later on, switching out the drill bits. But this one has a ratchet on it. It's my favorite one. It makes the job a lot easier. It has a left and right function. This is the Cobalt brand. This one is really extra. It has a light on it as well as it's automatic. So if I twist my wrist, it goes the way I need it to go, and so on and so forth. You cannot do any job pretty much without screwdrivers. Coming in at number 8, we have your standard drill bit box. And this is really useful for your screwdrivers. That's why I said you want to make sure you have an interchangeable bit on it. This comes with a lot of different shapes and sizes. For the most part, most furniture pieces or typical household items, they come with simple screwdriver instructions. This is easily a lifesaver. You have your quick attachments. You even have your square heads, your Phillip heads, your flat heads, and so on and so forth. Dropping in at number 7, you have your standard hammer. I've had a lot of these in my career. This particular one is beaten to the ground. The other ones that I had, obviously I replaced it because they got old and worn down. This is used for a lot of things. It has a pry bar on the back of it. It's used for pulling lumber apart. And obviously you can hammer in nails and knock things out of place. Sliding in at number 6, you have your standard ratchet set or your socket set. This is probably one of the tools that I use the most, or variety of tools. This particular model, it comes with a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch size, actually, and a 1/4 inch size socket on it. You can use this for your car. You can use it to put together house furniture. It comes with a lot of different sizes of the sockets, and it even comes with some of the drill bits. I use this one the most. It's probably my favorite thing to use out of my toolbox. Flying in at number 5, we have your standard tape measure. This one is Milwaukee branded. It's 25 feet. It has a locking mechanism. It also comes with a clip for your pants, and it has a magnetic tip as well. You never know when you'll need tape measure. I always keep it on me if I'm mounting a TV, if I'm trying to measure how many feet are in a piece of lumber or whatever. So I always use this. This is probably something that I use the second most. Locked in at number 4, you have your pliers. It's a lot of different type of pliers out there. You have needle nose, you have flat adjustable nose, you also have vice grip. I use these so often. The vice grip, it literally locks itself in place while you try to loosen something up. It's really powerful. The teeth are really finely combed, and this one, it can be used for things like unscrewing something or pulling nails out. You never know when you'll need these, so it's important to have them in your toolbox at all times. Twisted in at number 3, you have your standard drills. Again, this is Milwaukee brand. I have 3 different drills here. I'll go through them in a second. Typically, you can purchase 2 of them at the same time. It's typically this regular 18-volt drill and this impact drill. The difference between the two is an impact drill is more powerful. It'll sink a screw into the lumber deeper, and the 18-volt is more adaptable. If you can only afford one of them, I recommend you get just the 18-volt. It typically runs about $99 or $149 for both of them. Just recently, a few weeks ago, I bought a 12-volt drill. This is really, really good when you're putting together something with plastic or small, delicate screws. It's less powerful than these two, and it won't break anything. Sneaking in at number 2, you have your standard knife. A knife is always handy to have, depending on the type of work that you do. A lot of times I get big boxes, whether I'm ordering a television or some furniture, tables, etc., and I need to cut the box open. I also might need to cut the elastic that comes around the box that keep the box closed. A knife is always handy. Unless you need to use it for protection, this is really, really, really handy in your toolbox. And coming in at number 1, you have this big boy. It's called the impact gun or impact wrench or impact driver. This is a 1/2-inch size. It's kind of expensive. I got this one for, I think, $199 a few years ago. If you can't afford this, I don't recommend buying this first, but eventually you should want to build your way up to one of these. This is really, really useful taking the lug nuts off your car, mounting 65-inch TVs, even 32-inch TVs, just putting a lag bar straight through the wall. It's really, really powerful. This has about 400 pounds of torque. It also comes with the LED display. You press the button and it shows you your battery power. Now, I showed you a socket set earlier. This has a special set of sockets. They're called impact grade sockets because the other silver sockets are not really built for this kind of work. They typically are black and they kind of just go straight on. It's been a little while. You push it straight on and you kind of get it done. This also gives that hammering and impact noise that you typically hear. I wanted to show you all an additional bonus item. The first 10 were great, but as an extra method of safety, walking into this bonus spot, you have your standard steel toe or composite toe shoes. Whenever you're working or using power tools or anything dangerous, it's always good to have these on your feet to protect your toes. So thank you all so much for watching my first YouTube video. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, share it if you can, and let me know below in the comments what your favorite tools are and what you like to keep in your toolbox. Also, if I missed anything, have a good one.